While U.S. tech stocks have rallied in the fourth quarter, one of China's biggest tech names has been falling. Can an executive shakeup turn things around for Alibaba? Let's bring in Deirdre Bosa for today's Tech Check. Hi, Dee.
Hey, Morgan, and Alibaba has really been underperforming for years. Its latest attempt to win back investor confidence, it is another executive shakeup, this time giving its CEO greater control over its e-commerce business. It is a move that consolidates power around Eddie Wu as Jack Ma continues to really stay out of the picture. But it comes after Alibaba has already lost its crown to Pinduoduo, or PDD, as China's most valuable e-commerce company. PDD, along with Shein, has done what Alibaba was never able to do, and that is capture the American consumer. But really, the shakeup in the Chinese tech landscape, it is even broader and more dramatic than what's happened this year in e-commerce. Huawei's smartphone business, we've spent a lot of time talking about it. It was left for dead just a few years ago under the effects of U.S. sanctions. This year, though, it has released a smartphone powered by its own made-in-China chip that has put none other than Apple on the back foot. And then there is TikTok parent ByteDance, which is reportedly on track to overtake Tencent revenue this year. That's another former tech giant, and continues TikTok, ByteDance, to be the world's most valuable startup. So it might be interesting to think of it as two buckets emerging: the Chinese old guard and the Chinese new guard. No longer are investors as excited about that so-called BATX group, China's answer to our FANG, made up of Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent, and Xiaomi. All eyes have shifted to this new class of Chinese tech giants and what they might do in 2024. And key here, what kind of impact they might have on our own American tech landscape. The old guard on your left, it was mostly contained to China, or at least the region. The new players, though, they are challenging our own tech giants, either here or on home court back in China. I mentioned Huawei versus Apple. There's Temu and Shein versus Amazon, TikTok, and all of our social media platforms. And I'd even mention the EV race, NIO and BYD, and the other Chinese EVs versus Tesla. 3 out of 4 of those ones, though, they are uninvestable for the ordinary American investor. So if you are holding an ETF like the Chinese tech KWEB, you wouldn't have seen any of the value creation from the new Big Four. Shein's planned IPO next year, guys. It could set the tone. It could either see the others try to go public, or it could encourage them to stay private for longer, depending on how it goes. And that is very much an open question, especially as Washington takes a harder look.
It's amazing. I mean, the old versus new really sort of speaks to this geopolitical backdrop that we find ourselves in, and the dynamics between the U.S. and China, and what that's meant in terms of leadership in that market. But I also wonder, and maybe Alibaba, for better or worse, has been the poster child of this, how much this new class of winners is dictated by the politics and the regulatory environment in China, too, when you realize that there was a crackdown on some of those names that were the prior leaders.
Exactly. In short, very dictated, right? Because what the Chinese government tried to do a few years ago was crack down on the dominance of that old guard, of the Alibabas and the Tencent. So inadvertently or advertently, it has created this new class. But that also raises the question, could they crack down on this new batch if they become too dominant? And that is always the risk with Chinese stocks, right? I mentioned that most of them are private, but if they do become public, what is stopping Beijing from cracking down once again? And for reasons that we don't always know, right? There is still, the idea of founders and billionaires at odds with Beijing, and that can affect the whole company and destroy a lot of value.
How big a threat globally beyond China is Huawei to Apple?
So in the Chinese market, so several businesses here, smartphone market, which is so important to Apple. I mean, honestly, a lot of people never thought that Huawei would be able to really be a competitive threat. But with its new homegrown chips, with its new smartphones, it's done exactly that. In terms of telecommunications equipment, which has been its main business for a very long time, right? Governments, the West, have sort of cracked down and said, we don't want that equipment here. But they've made inroads in other countries, right? And other places around the world. So in terms of Apple, I think the most important market is China. But you never know. If they create a really compelling phone at a lower cost, you could see other users in other nations start to adopt that, especially if they're cheaper.
Yeah, interesting. All right, Dee, thank you very much. We appreciate it.